Alright guys, this is an unusual head-on format because it seems like it's delivery day for a couple of Ford Rangers. So this is the 2023 Ford Everest Trend. With this model you get 227mm of ground clearance, 800mm weight in depth, and approach, breakover and departure angles of 29.5, 21.5 and 25 degrees respectively. The Trend comes with 7 seats as standard, so let's take a look in the trunk and see if any compromises have been made so this could be possible. Alright, so let's open this trunk up, that button right there, and it's up. You notice you have a light in the gate itself, which is pretty cool at night. And down here we have a couple of tie-down points. Not for anything too heavy, but moderate weight. And then you have another light in the trunk, and then you have a 12-volt socket. And below here is everything that you need to change a flat tire, like everything. I wanted to take the cover off, but I wasn't sure how to, and it is a showroom car, so I fiddled with it for a little bit and I decided to leave it. I trust that everything you need is right there for it. But this is part of your winder accessory, and you see what I mean a little bit. And when you pop this open, it leads you to what you'll assemble to stick in that hole so that you can wind your tires down, or your tire rather down. So when you close it back up, or when I close it back up, I'll show you the tire below the vehicle and you see what I mean. So that little spring, if I manage to show you, there we go. It releases when you're winding to lower the tire down, and that's how you get access to your spare tire. Now let's get access to the third row. It's a simple twist, and the second row seats fold down, but then you'll have to pull the seat towards you to gain access to the third row. I didn't do that part, but yeah, that's the action. Now with the third row seats up, you have 259 liters of room. Now a smaller vehicle like the Forester has 498 liters, and the Kia Seltos has 469 liters. Now to lower the third row seat, you simply pull this lever and lower the seat down, leaving you with 898 liters. For the second and third row down, you'll have a whopping 1,823 liters. Let's close this down, fold the seats back up, and move to the next segment. Now the bonnet opener is on the passenger side of the vehicle, and that's probably because of Ford's global platform. And since the OG Ford is based in the US, I guess that's why. So this is the 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine producing 213 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. This is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and you'll have a claimed fuel economy of 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers and an 80-liter fuel tank. You may be wondering why there's so much space in the engine bay, and that's because some trims allow for a 3-liter V6 producing 246 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. Claimed fuel economy is 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, both being able to tow 3,500 kilometers, with the V6 doing it with less effort. Let's turn on the ignition so I can show you guys what the off-road button does. Just waiting for the screen to load up, and I'm pretty sure at this point I pressed the off-road button. There we go. So this just gives you information related to your drive mode as well as your banking angles when you press that button. But this is 2 high and it's used on sealed surfaces. 4 high is used on loose surfaces like gravel or mud, and 4 low, the bad boy, is used on deep mud or snow, or even sand. Now this is the off-road button I used earlier. That is for your parking sensors, and that's for your traction control. Parking sensors, if you want to turn it off when you're off-road, I think that's cool. And traction control, turn it off for whatever reason you want. Alright, so these are your seat controls. So this is what you push forward to make the seat go forward, as you can see. This is what you push to deal with the recline setting. And then this other lovely button is your lumbar support, which is really useful for long drives. That's lumbar, that's forward, that's recline, that's lumbar again. There you go. So I'm gonna adjust it into my driving position and then jump around the back so you guys can get a true representation of me being 5'9" and going around the back in my driving position to see how much room somebody, would have in the back, being my height. Alright, so let's fold this back seat up, make some room, and let's see what the back seats are like. So use this trusty grab handle, assist yourself in, and here we go. So I am 5'9", and on a good day I am 5'10", and I have loads of room back here, like loads. It's very comfortable being here, being behind my seat. Different view of how much space I have. So there's how much space I have, leg room. This is how much headroom I have. It's a nice vehicle. Very roomy as well, and believe it or not, this is where your AC vents are. So what's that? Yeah. You're definitely staying cool, and you have more vents at the back. So it's well thought out with all this space. Hooks, of course, it's out. Simply push, the cup holder comes out, and it's adjustable. And you simply squeeze this up, push it back in, and fold this back up. And if you want to increase the blow, turn off, turn up. This is what you do from the back, and this is your USB-C charging point. So the Ford Everest has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating with adult occupant protection at 86%. Child occupant protection at 93%, vulnerable road user protection, aka pedestrians, at 74%, and safety assist at 86%. All in all, a very safe vehicle. So when you press the voice command button, the infotainment system gives you an idea of things that you can ask for. So like radio station, pair your phone, or set the temperature. Which is really a nice feature. I really like that about this. But if you want to say adjust the temperature by hand, you can. You can do it on the screen here. So it's at the lowest setting now. You press the plus sign and you increase the temperature. These are your vents at the front, your driver's vent, and then vent for your passenger. And it's dual climate zone, or dual control climate zone. So same thing on the other side. And then if you want a more tactile feel, if you're driving, you don't want to be fiddling with the screen, you have the actual buttons to fiddle with, which is cool. I like that. I like the fact that that has been thought of and not everything is solely on the screen. So then let's go to home. So phone isn't connected, but this is cool. I don't know what sketch is, but let's find out. So I guess you can actually do a little sketch thing. So I guess if you're if you're an architect, an engineer, you want to sketch something, hey, that could work. That's pretty cool. I don't want to save it, that's fine, thank you. Your media, of course, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This is a really nice touch. You do have rear vents in such a big vehicle, which makes sense. So, and it gives you this really cool display. This is really here. You see the fan spinning. Yeah, that's a nice touch. This is an Everest, so you would have these nice touches in there. You have your little heads-up display unit right here, telling you about passenger airbag and whatnot. Your sketch wants to come on again, but then this is how you go to your settings, auto hold, off-road setting. So this lets you know what your angles are like, and you can actually choose your cruising speed, your trail speed, which is important. You don't have to. You could put it in 4 low and let it do its thing. Just use that momentum there, but it's still a nice touch to have. Banking, which is really cool. Shows you where the power is going right now. It's in rear wheel drive. We're in the showroom. It's still nice to see what's going on. I like the technology. So you have your charging pad here, wireless charging, and then you have your USB ports here. So you have your cup holders here and here, decent sized cups. This is your key fob. So the alarm, tap this twice to open the trunk, tap this once to lock the car, well, unlock the car, sorry, tap this to lock it. It's a nice touch to it. This is of course your electronic handbrake. So this is your gear lever. The interesting thing about this is you actually press down here to change the gear, move the lever. When you want to shift up or down, this is downshift, this is upshift. Some people might like the actual feel of pulling back, but that's not what you get in this. I'm okay with this. It's just a quick shift. These are your lights, your cabin lights. So bam bam, off. This is for your glasses, sunglasses or reading glasses or what have you. Yeah, pull back, simple as that. And your window visor, of course, it's lit up. It's a nice touch. Your wiper stalk to your left and your indicator to your right. But this is how you control the lights. So if you want it on high or park, as you can see when I'm toggling, so this is like your, I don't know if you can see it well, but I'll get out and show you. So parking lamps, auto, regular headlamps, and off, which is really neat touch. But this is how you control it all. This is your light timer, and this is the alignment of your light. So if you're going off-road or you're on-road, whatever the case may be, you can align the lights the way you want. Your armrest, all this space. Put that out, slip it back in, make sure, yep, slip it back in, and you have a 12-volt charging port down there. Yep. Oh, and something that's really cool with this car is that your door opener is here in the door, so you're not doing a pull motion like this anymore. You are doing this. This is how you lock and unlock your door. Lock, unlock. These are your windows, so rear passenger, your front passenger, driver, and this is for your mirror out here. Glove box. Surprisingly, it's not damp. So how much do you need to pay to get this 2-liter bi-turbo diesel 5-star air and cap safety rating? 7 seats, 12-inch infotainment system, a refined and comfortable cabin, 18-inch rims, 4-wheel drive with decent off-road angles, 800 mm weight in depth, towing capacity of 3,500 kilograms, adequate trunk space, 12.635 million GMD.